Hey guys, I'm Coco. Project Zomboid Build 41 has finally been released, and many of you are trying it out for the first time, be it single player or with friends. No matter if you're a returning player or if this is your first foray in the world of Zomboid, these couple of tips will not only help you survive your first day in Project Zomboid, but also add to your long-term survival chances as well. If you have any tips you'd like to share, please do so in the comments and subscribe for more daily videos. Now, without further ado, let's begin. You wouldn't want to go against a horde of zombies with just your fists, right? The first thing you should do after spawning in is make sure you get a weapon. Chances are the first weapon you'll get will suck. A fork, a spoon, yeah, not the best as you can imagine. A rolling pin or a frying pan are a better option, but just make sure you have something. You can push the zombies over using spacebar, and while you stand on top of them, they can't get up. So if you're fighting multiple and you succeed on pushing one or two on the ground, you can stand on them while fighting the rest. The durability of your early weapons will most likely be really bad, and you want to save them for when you really need them. So, use the spacebar again to stomp on their heads while they're lying on the ground to kill them easily and save your weapons. Running is loud and will get you tired fast. Use it as a last resort or when you know there's no zombies around. Being tired and fighting Zeds is a sure way things will end up badly for you. You can outwalk any zombie as long as you're not carrying half a house with you, and while they'll follow you for long distances, you can easily lose them among trees or breaking the line of sight around buildings. As you can imagine, the zombies are not the smartest. You can also press C to sneak and use it to avoid big crowds you'd rather not fight. Keep in mind though, running around in sneak mode will get you tired faster, so don't abuse it too much. That being said, when your character starts to get exerted, you can just sit on the ground and it'll recover your stamina much faster than standing still. Just make sure there's no walkers around. When clearing houses, you don't want to just barge in guns blazing. It's easy to get overconfident in Project Zomboid, and that's when they get you. If you're crouched in sneak mode, you can press Q to silently whisper and pull out any Zeds that might be hiding in the toilet. Who knows, maybe they'll even give you your own show on Animal Planet, the Zombie Whisperer. Make double sure you're in sneak mode before fingering that Q though, for if you're not, then you might attract the whole neighborhood with your lovely singing voice. And trust me, zombies love to hear you sing. In fact, they're your biggest fans. Everything you do in Zomboid, always make sure you have an escape route. Be it clearing houses or fighting hordes of zombies, always have an emergency plan. For example, when you're clearing your first few houses, looking for weapons, food, water, all the essentials, the best way to approach them is not to go in through the front door, but maybe crack open a window first. If you see a broken window, clear out the glass so you don't cut yourself climbing through. That way, if you get overwhelmed inside, you always have an option to exit stage left through the door or the window. If you get trapped upstairs, you can make a sheet rope to propel yourself to the ground. I really do not suggest jumping through the window from up high though. A broken leg in zombie apocalypse is a death sentence. Now, I'm guilty of not following this rule and I've gotten myself in many a dangerous situation because of it. But it's really important to remember, don't pick up everything. No matter how essential it seems, it's not worth overburdening yourself to the point you become zombie bait. There's always a next time. Grab the loot that you can carry out safely and return next time with an empty bag. Some essential items like a generator won't fit into your bag though, so you will have to carry it in your hands. Make absolutely sure you clear out all the zombies before grabbing one, for as you can imagine, swinging a 40 kilo generator does not make for a great defense weapon in the case of zombie apocalypse. New to the latest version of Build 41 is the reworked foraging system. If the busy streets of major towns of Knox County are too much for you, then head for the woods and start foraging. On the left side of the screen, you'll see a new magnifying glass icon. Click it, and a new window will appear. Start searching and look for an eye icon to pop up above your head. Once you see it, look around to see a question mark pop up on the ground, then right-click it to pick up the item. Keep in mind that foraging will severely decrease your vision range, so keep your ears sharp for any zombie sounds. Depending on the area you forage, you will get different items. If you escape to the woods, you may find berries and mushrooms that are not necessarily safe to eat, but also branches, stones, and chipstones that will allow you to make rudimentary tools and weapons, such as a spear, a hammer, or an axe. Latest Build 41 also added an amazing new mapping system. Pressing M or clicking the new map icon on the left side of your screen will open it up, and as you explore around, it will slowly map out all of the buildings and roads you see. If you have a pen or a pencil in your inventory, you can add notes to it, so you don't get lost in the vast world of Project Zomboid. Make sure to mark your safe house and potential loot locations. It's always good to know the way to the closest gas station or to plan a raid on the nearest police station. If you run into a giant horde on the road, make sure to put a big "Avoid" sign up. You can also find maps that will uncover whole areas for you, like Riverside, Muldra, or West Point. Those of you who are returning to the game have been warned in the past not to use guns. Guns kill people, not zombies. Well, that is not quite as true anymore. With the latest Build 41, the sound range of guns have been decreased, so shooting a pistol will no longer ring a dinner bell for half of the map. That being said, if you have no skill in aiming, you're still better off using melee weapons, unless you found a shotgun. Shotguns are noob-friendly firearms that will allow you to hit multiple zombies and level up your aiming skill much faster, to the point where it makes sense to use other firearms as well, like pistols and rifles. Make sure you load up on a lot of ammo because you'll be going through hundreds of rounds per engagement once you start blasting. But trust me, high aiming skill is worth it. By now you've learned that just walking around the giant map of Knox County will get you nowhere. But there's abandoned vehicles all around. When breaking into vehicles, it's important to always make sure you break any other window but the driver one. Having a window on the driver's side will save your life when your car dies in a zombie horde and you're desperately trying to turn it back on. Now, there's a good chance you won't have a key for a car. If you start with the burglar profession, it will allow you to hotwire cars as long as you have a screwdriver in your inventory. You can also level up your electrical skill to 1 and mechanical skill to 2, at which point you'll be able to do the same without the burglar profession. You've now also realized that safe houses are not always that safe. There's helicopters flying around, attracting hordes to your position. The zombies shuffle around the map, and sooner rather than later, they will shuffle straight into your backyard. Having a 2-story house is the way to go. If you found a sledgehammer, you can break the stairs leading to your bedroom and use sheet ropes to climb up and down instead. That way, zombies will never be able to get you in your sleep. Once you get to level 6 in carpentry, you can start building your own stairs or destroy all the stairs in the neighborhood and connect the houses via sky bridges, high above the zombie heads. The world is now your oyster. This is all I've prepared for you today, and I hope you found some of these tips helpful. I'd love to hear some of your Project Zomboid survival stories, so join my Discord and share them with the community. If you'd like to see more Project Zomboid, I have a multiplayer series running on the channel right now where we are exploring the new town Louisville with the boys. But for now, Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.